What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to this Fortnite video. I would like to say thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed and joined the channel through this game. I create a bunch of different content on this channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some of the best locations for loot. Now you probably already know, hey, look at the map, let's jump in this location. Well, I'm going to show you the places to jump within those jump locations, and I'll be showing you 5 of them. So I do really hope that this helps you all. So let's get straight into number 5. We're going to be counting down to number 1, number 1 being the very best. So in this number 5, we're going to be going to Izzo's Pizzas. Now, Izzo's Pizzas actually isn't named on the map, and I know the name of this place simply because it's the name of the restaurant. You might have been here before if you've ever had to cross under the tunnels, which is another location we go to not long after landing in this location. Now, the best piece of advice when landing here is you want to either land on the garage or on the shop. Now, as you can see here, when I landed on the little shop outhouse, on top of this roof here was an assault rifle. This got me kitted straight away, and these are the most important things for when you're looting. You want to be armed as soon as you possibly land, and I end up having 2 assault rifles. Now, luckily for me, I get a blue assault rifle off him, and then what you want to do from this location is go straight into the actual Pizza Hut itself. Once you're finished in the Pizza Hut, then all you need to do is head over to the tunnels and head out from the tunnels into the rest of the map. Just play it very carefully because you never know where anyone's hiding. When I walked up here trying to look around for loot, I didn't bump into the player until I realized I was getting shot in the back. Luckily, I managed to kill him. After finishing looting the restaurant, all you need to do is just head out towards these tunnels. In these tunnels, you'll find a bunch of ammunition. Sometimes you'll find different weapons as well that you might not have already found in the restaurant. As you can see, I found some pistols and some semi-autos, etc., which are all really handy. In 4th place, we have the location known as Pleasant Park. Now, Pleasant Park tends to be a very, very populated area, but this jump, I was very lucky. Even though passing, it wasn't too bad, and I managed to get a lot of the loot locations that I really wanted. So make sure that you jump at this location, whether it's like a long dive or not, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you get here because it's awesome. Now, when you're flying around in this location, you can see all the outer houses, and then on the south side of the actual location, you'll see a modern property that has 3 floors. This is probably the best property to start on if you want to get a weapon straight away, because it has a flat exposed roof where sometimes you can find a weapon. On the 2nd floor, I managed to find myself an assault rifle that is scoped because it's rare, and then in the garage I also found a like a chest, so I'm able to get some more loot here as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Now, from this location, once you finish looting this house, you can either pass over to the west side, but I advise going to the northeast and starting on this building here, like turquoisey color, because in this one not many people tend to go for this. They tend to kind of go for the west side of the town a lot more, so this might give you a better shot at maybe getting another chest, which of course I actually do. I'm not going to miss out on those chests. Everybody loves the loot. So up in the roof here we can find another chest, and all you need to do is just after this point in this location circulate around the buildings, killing any players that you need to, and making sure you go after as many chests as you possibly can. It's impossible to miss them because they are just constantly singing, "Come loot me, come loot me." So luckily I got a really good looting from this one, but honestly if I hadn't landed at that modern house it probably wouldn't have been. In 3rd place, we have Flush Factory. Now, Flush Factory doesn't particularly have the most pleasing name, but it can sometimes have the most pleasing reward. And what I mean by that is there are so many different places to find weapons here. Now, as you can see, we're coming down and there are so many flat surfaces. You need to, when you're coming down on your glider, analyze where you want to jump. If whoever lands on that main roof, they're going to get a trap. You want to go, well, I'd ideally go for a weapon. And what you want to do if you can't see anything on the roof is land down in the centerpiece, and sometimes a chest will spawn right here. Now, I luckily got this spawn. Unfortunately, it gave me a sniper for the close range combat with this guy, and honestly I had like the funniest thing. I never expected to be put in this situation, trying to reload while getting hit by a pickaxe and then actually having to like no scope it. Dude, it was absolutely jokes. The guy you just see there briefly, I followed him in, and look at him. Look at him, what's he doing? But back inside here there are more crates that you can find, like more chests, and as well as this there are numerous floors, as we saw from the outside, that you can loot through. The only difference about this place compared to the ones prior and the ones I'm going to show you is that there are more flat platforms, basically meaning if a lot of people jump here, which in my case they did, there are going to be a lot of people with weapons quite early on, so you've got to be prepared for the fight. Just like when this guy's looking around trying to find players, Unfortunate for him, he was playing way too passive, and I get the easy kill. So I'd advise definitely coming here with a squad. It's great for solos, and it'll be definitely awesome for a group game as well. So let's move on to number 2. Our second location is also not so pleasing by its name. This is Greasy Grove, which is in the bottom left hand side of the map. Now luckily for me, I spawned pretty close to it for this one jump, but you need to really determine what you're going to do based upon what other players are doing. So in this situation, I got luck on my side. So this large flat top building is really where you want to land, because a lot of the time you will find a weapon on here and you just want to use this to then go inside the building and clear it out. As you can see, I'm racing a player to get this weapon. Somehow I managed to land and pick the weapon instantly up, and he knows and he knows and he knows he's gonna die. So I managed to hit him directly in the back. He does nearly pick up a weapon because a potato, a bullet, but it's fine. He chokes, I get the kill, and then I get to clean out the building. Now in all of these different shops, and you'll see it in number 1 as well, you'll see that there are different areas where we can actually go and find ammo boxes. So definitely pick up everything you possibly can, because you don't know what weapon you're going to find next. Now in this area, the best thing to do is check all of the closets, because sometimes you'll also find some of the chests. You won't be able to miss these, but as you can see on the shelf here, you've got the ammo box there, and you can search these in numerous different locations around all the different shops around the map. So if we head out this backside here and have a look around, what you can sometimes find on the outside is like a small little hut, or sometimes it's in a garage. But in this location, in this shop, what we will have to do is jump out onto the outer roof. And this seems a bit crazy, but honestly, behind this wall here is heaven. Chests. That's all we need in life. It's chests. Chests for days. So if we take this wall down, if you ever hear it by a wall and it's not outside, it'll definitely be in its own little secret room, just like you're seeing here, and you'll get yourself some extra loot. Be careful in Greasy Grove, but try and go for that flat roof and try and get the weapon straight away, and then drop down, clear it out, and then move from building to building. That's the best strategy for looting this place, in my personal opinion. Now if you've made it to number 1, you are a true legend, and you are after that spectacular loot. Now of course, loot is RNG in this game, but this is one of my favorite places to drop. What you want to do is build up a routine with a location, so you want to get used to the place you jump. This is probably the place I jump the most. This is Retail Row, and it just become this location where every single time I'm close to it, I have to jump there. And this is simply because of, in the name, it says retail. I know what's going to happen. There's loads of shops, lots of flat roofs, and what you want to do, once again, just like we've done prior, is use the glider to analyze where you want to drop, so which roof you want to go on to get what weapon. Now I normally go for the larger roof, but in this case I spotted a blue weapon on a different roof, and I just spotted it as a player was coming down with me. Now this player, I don't understand how they didn't get the weapon. They landed much earlier than I did, but there was a glitch. For some reason I changed to the submachine gun and I was only gifted my pickaxe. Until I landed on the ground, it didn't work, but that didn't make no difference. Always, if you can in this location, try and grab yourself a shotgun. I know it's not really your choice, but shotguns are such a great weapon to be using in a tight enclosed space, especially when looting at the start of the game. As you're able to see, this poor fellow, he opens up a chest for me, gets it all pre-ready, and then I get the easy kill and I get all of his loot. So thank you to you, sir, for that easy gift. Very, very beautiful indeed. Now on the roof as well, you can sometimes find a chest out here. If you can't find a chest, you will always pretty much find some ammo, but I remember at this point I was trying to look around because I could hear footsteps of another player. But as you can see, here's the little ammo box. You want to always spot these. A lot of these will be found in the little closets and little rooms, etc. in the buildings. Now in this location where I'm moving over, because what I do is I loot the big building, and then I move around all the other retail outlets, and in this spot I actually find another chest upstairs, and this was much easier to get access to. Obviously we found ourselves a shield, which we all know is number 1 godlike. It's like putting god mode on. Not always, but it's brilliant. In this as well, this clip here, this is when I've moved out all of the actual retail outlets. I actually got a really crazy clip here. I was really happy with the outcome of this. I feel like these two players were actually working together the way that they were in the same house. I know the guy under the stairs was somehow trapped there, and I didn't really know the deal. So it was very odd how he was under the stairs, but he actually had a shield, which I got later on. This kill was very, very lucky. As you can see, I'm down to 74. I know he's still got blue health, so I'm pretty much screwed. I was expecting to die, but I managed to get a really decent hit on him. I got 63 damage there, and I got the critical with the shotgun. This just proves my point with the shotgun. It's so OP. But yeah, this is my favorite location to land, because once you've cleaned out all the players, you can just loot all the houses and you will find so many chests, and it's just so easy to get a weapon from the second that you land, and it's a very easy place to learn. So definitely my favorite location in the game at this moment in time. I hope that this guide helps you, and I hope that you land at these locations with a different thought path of, oh no, we're gonna die a lot. You know, a lot of my mates are like, let's not jump here, let's not jump there, it's too dangerous. After you've watched this, hopefully it's give you some confidence to just kind of jump straight into it and go right into these heavy locations. You can often survive quite a long time, and you will genuinely get the better loot in these places. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments if it was helpful. Let me know what your favourite spots actually are yourself, and that would be absolutely spectacular. Thank you for watching. My name's been Seven, also known as Martin. You would like and comment on all that you love. Peace.